Hey there guys, welcome back. My name's Sadaplays. I hope you're all well. In today's video we've got some huge, exciting, awesome news about the Dayz Standalone. A few hours ago today on the, let me just check the date, January the 7th, literally 3 hours ago, Rocket, the lead developer of the Dayz Standalone, released some more in-game shots, screenshots of the game, and he leaked some amazing info about the game, and I'll link you in the description so you can read it. He released this on Tumblr and there's some really interesting stuff in there, but I'm just going to sort of skip through this and tell you the really interesting stuff that I found out about it. So he pretty much says about why the game wasn't released in December as promised. He kind of said that he started off and he could have just made the mod, you know, like a standalone game of the mod, just package it and sell it. But once they started making the game, he just realised the potential and he wanted to make the best possible game he really could. So that's took him a bit longer. Plus, a couple of the guys who were developing the game have been arrested in Greece and they're still in jail in Greece. They were taking photographs of Greek military installations and they got caught, so that's delayed it a little bit. And nobody's actually said this, it's just been hinted at, but I personally think as well that Dayz's being released on Steam. The Dayz Standalone's being released on Steam, and so is War Z. And obviously War Z, Dayz, very similar. They're both survival zombie games. And I really think they wanted to leave a bit of a gap between the War Z release and the Dayz Standalone release, just so people didn't get the games mixed up. And, you know, there was a big shitstorm about the War Z. So I think personally that's one of the things. So anyway, let's get to some really cool stuff now. He said the plan going forward is to release like an alpha of the game to 500 to 1,000 people, just to test the actual architecture of the game, and after that there will be a date to release to the public. So that's just mind-blowing. I can't wait. And these are some, he's actually leaked some things that are going to be in the game which are just amazing. Listen to this. He said, one of the most profound and major architectural changes has been to the implementation of the inventory system. And he goes on to say that the inventory system, it will be 3D, not 2D. It would be absolutely completely different to what you're used to in Dayz at the moment. Completely different. And he's modelling the inventory on like the Minecraft system. And he's also saying that you won't find loot in piles, you'll find individual parts of the loot which you have to add together. This is what he exactly said. He said you scavenge for items now as individual parts, picking up pieces rather than piles, looking for cans on shelves and under beds. The new system opens a door for durability of items, disease tracking like cholera lingering on clothes of players he wears, batteries, add-on components and much more. If you shoot a player in the head to take his night vision, you would damage the night vision. The changes to this inventory system are huge. So there's been rumours and stuff as well that you'll be able to upgrade vehicles and stuff, and like pretty much have your own individual vehicle in Dayz. You can add different parts from other vehicles, a bit like the A-Team, you know, where you can have like a big zombie killing girder at the front of it and Mad Max style. So this is just going to be cool. It's going to be so sort of individual and stuff, and I can't wait for that. One thing I'm a little bit concerned about is the diseases. Like, I know that Rocket's his brother is a virologist. That means he deals with viruses and diseases and stuff. And I know diseases are going to be a massive part of the Dayz Standalone, but I just hope he hasn't gone too far with it, because I don't know about you guys, but in DayZ mod as it is at the moment, I really think the whole when you get too cold and you start shaking and you can catch a cold and start coughing and then you lose your blood. I mean, that's all kind of interesting, but I find it a little bit annoying, to be honest. I'd rather just try and survive the zombies and do PvP and all that. I don't really want to be worrying about all these diseases all the time, but we'll see what happens with it. I mean, it's kind of a cool idea. I'll be interested to know what you guys think. So now to the big question, when will DayZ Standalone actually be released? Well, today we got a real insight when the actual date would be, and that come from Dean Hall's Twitter page. Somebody asked him today, well, I'm actually expecting the standalone to be released mid-April, around 1 year after the mod release. And this is what Dean Hall replied to him. He said, well, I sure hope it's before that. I'll be on my way to Mount Everest from the 1st of April to the 1st of June. And then he put like a smiley face. So that's a good clue. So he's pretty much telling us there it's going to be out before April. It's not an exact date, but at least we're getting somewhere. Before April, that's cool. We can wait that long because this game's going to kick ass. So now, in the background, here's some screenshots that were released today as well. And they're really, really insightful as to some of the things in the game. So let's have a look at the screenshots. So these are the screenshots that were actually released today on the 7th of January. And as you can notice on this guy, he's got a lot of different custom clothes to what we're used to. He's got the same backpack there, but he's got like a different jacket, different jeans and stuff. And I think that you're going to be able to find different clothing like scattered around Chernarus, or Chernarus Plus as it's going to be known. And this guy is just in his boxer shorts. Now, I don't know, are we going to spawn like this without clothes and we have to find our own clothes? Who knows? I've got no idea. But this one's quite interesting. The character model for the female, if you notice, she hasn't got any shoes on. And in one of the latest screenshots you can see that there's actually shoes in the houses. So I think you can find like different shoes, and maybe the different shoes give you different attributes. Like if you've got trainers on, maybe you can run faster. If you've got boots on, maybe they're more durable. I really don't know. And you can look here. If you look in the bottom left there, you can actually see the shoes piled up there. And are these the shoes we can take to wear, or are they just props in the game? I really do think that we'll be able to take these shoes and wear them. And maybe there's different warm clothing to protect you from different diseases. Maybe even body armor and stuff in the game. I mean, this is all stuff that we're going to have to find out. And it's going to be so cool. Like, everyone's going to look kind of different. And also the looting. If you look around in this picture, and Dean said that you can find the loot like under beds, in cabinets and stuff. So maybe we'll have to look on the shelves for loot in the DayZ Standalone and underneath things. And I'm not actually sure where this is on Chernarus. It looks a little bit like around Kamenka, Kamishovo, that kind of area. But if you look in the distance, you can see look like Green Mountain or something. So here's looks like one of the pubs from Electro or Cherno, and maybe you can find the loot in the bar there, different drinks and stuff. Here's one of the houses. I haven't seen this before. This looks really kind of cool. And one of the really, really interesting things about these screenshots that release is this next picture. It actually shows there's an axe on the wall there, so that's obviously how we can find axes. And the little clue there with like the user interface of how you collect the items. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'd be really, really interested to know what you guys would like to see in the DayZ Standalone and what your main priorities are. Like if it's just to keep hackers out, or if it's the PvP, and I'd like to know what you think about the diseases. Like, is it going to be a mistake to have too many diseases in the game, so you're just worried about the diseases? So let us know what you think, guys. I'd be super interested to know what you think, and I'll put a link in the description to this Tumblr post so you can read it all for yourself and look at all the pictures. And it's not long now, Dayz Standalone. Oh my god, I can't wait. So anyway, have a good day, and I'll see you next time.